Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. I welcome you all to another episode of Nnamdi Kanu's Freedom. Information reaching me here, speaks or says, and I quote to DSS spokesman Peter Afunnaya, don't sell Nnamdi Kanu's freedom for the deployment into the office of being the spokesman of the nonsense DSS. I will be surprised. I will not be surprised for people to come and ask me, where did I get this news? Or maybe there was a news I gave sometime last week. And somebody come to my comment section and begin to say, why do I say different and read different? My dear, I know you'll be watching me, or I know you will see this video, and you will also comment. But I want to let you know that what they call investigative journalism. Journalists that have what they call, what it takes to get informations. The so-called Zurian government called it classified information or classified documents. They will hack into the database of any government to get any information they want. They are not hacking into there to steal anything. No. To get any classified information. When anything got to do with the classified, it means that it's a very deep secret that the government, in terms of corruption, that the government don't want the people who they are ruling to know. So, in case you want to know, because I will read this news, the way they said it here, but I want to tell you the reason why this man is being deployed for the second time. If not, they tell this man to choose either to free Nnamdi Kanu or to redeploy him to become the spokesman of the DSS. He said Nnamdi Kanu can go to Okomo or to Hellfire or Blazes and burn to ashes. So these are the part of the people who have come out to say, instead of Biafra to get heard, they rather die to see Biafra get heard. Peter Afunnaya is one of these people who long ago sabotaged the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu. He was among those whom Malami contacted when Appeal Court discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu. Him and the likes of Hope Uzodimba and other ones, they said no. Now, Nnamdi Kanu have court sitting 19th or 20th of this month, being September. Inside this month being September, they have called this man because his tenure have expired with Yusuf Bichi, who they just currently sacked as DSS DG. And they bring an offer to this man. Choose between Biafra or Zojuria. Zojuria. Choose between Nnamdi Kanu freedom or for you to be deployed as a spokesperson or a spokesman to DSS. He said Nnamdi Kanu can go to hell. He chooses the way to be the stooge of the Fulanis and Yorubas working against his own people. If now you be Nnamdi Kanu, what are you going to do or say? But I know he is not better than the Chukwuokia Biama, the gods of our land. Don't worry, very soon he will start to hear strange voices. The same way Injustice Binta Iyako complained when he meted out injustice to Nnamdi Kanu. She started to hear strange voices. Peter Afunnaya is next on the line because it's obvious now that this man have sold the Biafrans and Nnamdi Kanu just for a portion, for an office that's not even worth anything, rather than being a servant to those that he is better than. The DSS spokesperson Peter Afunnaya redeployed. That is the headline of this news. Monitor Tinubu's government pressure him to respect and follow the rule of law. Huriwa to international community. Now international community have been invited into Zoljiran case. Flashback. If APC or ZU tell you to run, my brother, stay where you are. If they tell you to stay, if you are running, make sure that you run more than Usain Bolt. Flashback. Petrol should never be cost more than 70 naira per liter APC when they are not in position. Now they are in position and are using the Algerians to play Kalo Kalo. Report jobless people spending money lavishly. Meta wallet to Sokoto residents. Jobless, including people who are doing their own trading on the internet. You see, if you are poor, they will not investigate you. But when you are not that I'm supporting, because bandits also spend lavishly. Anyway, my people, I don't want to waste much of your time. Let us go straight to the reason why we're here this point in time. The director of the Public Relations Officer and Strategic Communications at the Department of State Service (DSS) National Headquarters in Abuja, Peter Afunnaya, has been reassigned. Afunnaya disclosing the deployment during a press briefing in Abuja, which happened yesterday, on Wednesday, September 4th, without specifying his new assignment. He expressed gratitude for the chance to serve as the spokesperson of the security agency over the past decades. Afunnaya reaffirmed his dedication to the DSS and Nigeria, vowing to continue giving his best in any role he is assigned. He stated his intent to serve the nation with love, loyalty, honor, and glory. The announcement comes shortly after Adeola Oluwatosin Ajayi took over as the new Director General of DSS. Upon assuming office, Ajayi committed to steering the agency back to its core values of covert operations and strategic silence, while also addressing Nigeria's pressing economic, political, and security challenges. How bad governance protest cost DSS and NIA both their jobs. Meanwhile, the reasons behind the sudden resignation of the former Director General of the Department of State Service (DSS) Yusuf Bichi and the Director General of the National Intelligence Agency (NIA) Ahmed Abubakar have been revealed, shedding light on the dissatisfactions within the highest levels of Nigeria's government regarding their agency's performance. Source within the presidency disclosed to Saturday Punch that Bola Ahmed Tinubu and National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu raised concerns about the intelligence gathering capabilities of both agencies following two major incidents: the violent nature of the end-bad government protests in several northern states and the unexpected seizure of 3 Nigerian presidential aircraft in France by a Chinese company, Zhongsheng Fengshen Industrial Investment Company Limited. Moving forward, monitor Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government pressure him to respect the rule of law, Huriwa to international community. Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria has called on international community to monitor the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu Agbado. The group made a call while condemning the ongoing persecutions of investigative journalists by the Nigerian government. Huriwa lamented that the recent waves of arrest, harassment, and abductions of journalists under Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration poses a severe threat to Nigeria's democracy. Did they have democracy before? Speaking via a statement signed by its national coordinator, Emmanuel Omubiko, Huriwa expressed concern that David Hunduin, an investigative journalist, has become a target of the Nigerian police force due to his alleged connections with Bristol Isaac, also known as Pidom, Nigeria, and Michael Alade. Huriwa urged the international community to closely monitor these escalating attacks on the free press. A rights group alleged that Hunduin's investigative reporting, particularly his exposes on Bola Ahmed Tinubu's alleged certificate fraud during the period he was president-elect, had drawn the ire of current administration. The association claimed that Hunduin is being persecuted solely for its commitment to uncovering the truth and holding those in power accountable. The statement read in part, one of the earliest cases involved the arrest of Segun Olatunji, then editor of Face News newspaper, by operatives of the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, in March of 2024. This was followed by the abduction of Daniel Ojukwu, a journalist with the Foundation for Investigative Journalism, FIJ, on May 1st. Ojukwu was held incommunicado at the State Criminal Investigation Department in Lagos for 10 days before being released, raising serious concerns about the misuse of the Cybercrime Act to suppress critical reporting. Further underscoring the worsening security situation, Ore called on the international community to closely monitor Nigeria's situations and pressure Bola Ahmed Tinubu to respect the principles of democracy, human rights, and press freedom. Flashback. Fuel or petrol should never cost more than 17 naira per litre. Nigerians are expressing widespread frustration and concerns that the price of petrol has surged to an unprecedented 855 naira per litre at some filling stations in Nigeria or at Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Company Limited, filling stations particularly in Lagos and Abuja. This sharp increase has exacerbated the ongoing scarcity of the commodity, leaving citizens scrambling for fuel and struggling to cope with the rising cost of living. The issue has sparked reactions across the country, with many taking to social media to voice their displeasure. Notably, Nollywood actress and activist Katie Hanshaw shared a video on her platform lamenting that her driver discovered the new hike while attempting to purchase a fuel. She highlighted the sudden increase by over 200 naira per litre as particularly alarming. This current crisis comes several years after the All Poverty Congress (APC), now the ruling party, had criticized the previous administration under Goodluck Jonathan for setting petrol price at 87 naira per litre. Back in January 2015, the APC argued that the price of petrol should not exceed 70 naira per litre, accusing the then government of exploiting Nigerians by forcing them to subsidize corruption in the oil sector. The APC statement from 2015 released by Lai Mohammed described the reduction of the petrol price from 97 naira to 87 naira as mere tokenism in light of the significant drop in global crude oil prices. The party argued that even at 87 naira per litre, Nigerians were overpaying for petrol, subsidizing inefficiency and corruption in the oil industry. Now, nearly a decade later, the reality of the petrol prices exceeding 800 naira per litre is causing widespread distress, with many citizens questioning the government's handling of the oil sector and its impact on the economy. APC at the time stated when crude oil was selling at $100 per barrel, the landing cost of PMS without subsidy was 125 naira per litre. Now that the oil price has crashed to about $44 per barrel, landing cost without subsidy is about 65 naira per litre. The same goes for diesel, which should not sell for more than 90 naira per litre. While governments of countries which are not economically endowed as Nigeria have reduced the pump price of fuel as far back as early January 2015. Nigeria, that is the world's sixth largest producer of oil, is just announcing a price slash that is far below those countries. Early this year, Zambia slashed the price of petrol by 23%, while Tanzania reduced the pump price of the product by 16%. In the US, which until recently was importing crude oil from Nigeria, the price of fuel has fallen for 113 consecutive days as of January 16. Therefore, the 10.3% price slash in Nigeria is too meagre, too late, according to then government. Fast forward to 2024, petrol sells for over 1,000 naira in some states currently due to scarcity of the product. Jobless people spend money. The poor jobless people spending money lavishly. Metawale to Sokoto residents. Minister of the State for Defense, Bello Metawale, has urged residents of Sokoto to report jobless people living in a flamboyant lifestyle. Metawale said this while speaking at the Sokoto State Governor's office. He asserted that such persons, if proved further, may be part of the informants to suspected bandits disturbing the peace of the state. Metawale was in Sokoto together with Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa on the directive of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to end banditry in the northern part of the country. He called on the residents of the state to continue to support security agencies in the state in the provision of adequate information to the troops. The minister said, like what we did while I was the governor of Zamfara State, let me call on the people of Sokoto State to always give information to the security agents. If you see someone who is not doing any work and such a person is changing cars, spending money lavishly, please do not hesitate to report such person, as such person is liable to an informant, to bandits. We are here to cross the bad elements in our midst, and by the special grace of God, we are crushing the bad elements among us. He stated, the military has provided every necessary support to all the security agencies in the state. We have also employed 200 persons from each of the 20 local governments into the service of the Sokoto Community Guard Corps to complement the job of the security team in the state. As you are aware, the issue of security is not for public consumption, so Your Excellency, we are doing a lot. I'm sure with your coming today, the people of the state will sleep with their two eyes closed, having known that you are a man of your word, he added. So my people, now here we go take back break. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. Okay, Messiano.